channel. I hope you guys are doing well. Yes, I am on when I'm usually signing off. It must be summer or something. Yeah, I slept in. I was worn out. So I got to sleep in this morning, which was really, really nice. I hope you guys are doing well. I thought it's time that we open this box, get it out of my craft room floor. So that's what we're gonna do. This is a box from Scrappy Shak. I bought this with my own money, and it is full of Tim Holtz goodies. So we will get into this. I think that, okay, finally. I was like, I didn't know when my iPad was going to catch up, but it's catching up now. Hi, Kathy. Hi, Sala. Good to see you too. And Miss Vicky, good morning. Miss Vicky, I think of you all the time up there in Oklahoma these days. So, hi, Clint. Good morning. Hi, Jackie. I'm doing well. I'm tired, but I'm well. And that might be because I had too much magnesium last night. No, I think I'm legitimately tired too. Hi, Linda Lou. Oh my gosh, I love your name. I add Lou to all kinds of people's names. Stormy Lou is my furry niece. And Ruby Lou is my daughter's best friend. Yeah, I add Lou to everybody that it seems to work with. So I love your name, Linda Lou. Oh, cool. Sala is doing, I'm glad you saw it. Sorry, it took me a while to even remember that you were like, hey, check Instagram messages. But yeah, I think that's really cool what y'all are doing. She's taking part, she designed a printable to take part in, I can't remember what it's called, forgive me, but it's a June-tober or something like that. So all the month of June, they're doing Halloween stuff. And Clint, you may like it. Given the name, you may like it. So, Scrappy Shak. I just want y'all to know, first of all, I'd love to go to this because that's the day after my birthday. But anyways, I could meet T there. That's her birthday. Anyways, Scrappy Shak is in Georgia, I believe. I have an invoice. I can confirm that. Yes, they're in Georgia. And that's where I tend to look for all my Tim Holtz goodies. It's a small scrapbook store, but they, June-tober, cool. But they ship, and they have an online website, but they also have a brick and mortar small little scrapbook store in Georgia. And one of my friends here, I can't remember if it was Paula or who, went and visited them in person, which is really cool. So I got the whole ideology release. Now, I ordered an extra one of these, and I'll tell you why, but let's get it out of this box, shall we? There's also 2 ink pads that were not a part of the bundle, but I didn't have Kitsch Flamingo, and I didn't have Scorched Timber. This is like dirt, which is really cool. Sometimes you want something that's like dirt. I tried this color out for the first time in a single watercolor pencil. I've been really wanting to try the Tim Holtz watercolor pencils. And the next time I find these little suckers on sale and I'm off a no-buy, I will probably make the investment. I really like them. If anything, I like the way they feel in my hand, the weight of them. But I like coloring with them too. I wasn't going to buy a whole 10 of them to decide if I liked them or not because I have lots of watercolor, but I do like them. I don't think that they're light fast is the only thing. I think that's what kind of kept me from investing in them the first time, but they would match all of my ink colors. And so I tried the watercolor pencil and I loved the scorched timber color. So I went ahead and got the ink pad. And then I haven't seen this one, but I'm always down for a Tim Holtz pink. So let's get all this out of the cardboard box. Let's take a look at it. I have plans for these. I'm actually kind of excited about these. Okay, so let's get this out. I'll talk about everything that's inside of it, why I decided to just get the whole bundle, and tell you that Scrappy Shak does the bundles and they do them at a discount. So I think, if I'm not mistaken, this was like 20% off, and it came with 4 journals. Well, this isn't a journal. These are file tabs, but they could be a journal. So there's that. And here is the others. Okay, this isn't technically a journal either. These are like pieces. So I guess it came with 2 journals and lots of pieces for journals. I thought this release, the reason I pulled the trigger on it was quintessential junk journal. So a lot of people who don't do printables, or maybe they're just getting started in junk journaling, I think this is the Tim Holtz release for you. And not that there's anything shockingly new here, but I thought I have never bought a bundle of his before. So I thought, well, this is a great way to show people an all-encompassing line of his products. If you're into junk journaling, just getting into junk journaling, don't have a printer, you're not doing that thing, this would be a good investment. Or maybe pieces of this. You know, I don't know if they still have the bundles. I didn't check. Of course, Tim Holtz, I can't do it better than him as far as telling you everything because he's the designer. But this is like a little notebook. It's a booklet folio. Can we make this with file folders? Yeah, in about 20 minutes. But if you're new, again, I think this was, to me, that's what this is geared towards. It's really cool. And we will make this together, okay? So we will make that booklet. We will make this pocket folio. We could make this in no time, and maybe that's what we'll do is kind of case it a little bit, but this is like just an accordion pocket folio. But, you know, it's high quality. It's already done for you. You don't have to cut and measure. All you have to do is decorate. And there's a big appeal for that, and I respect it and I get it. I'm a construction worker. I like building my stuff typically, but, you know, these aren't things that I would typically buy. But again, I wanted to show everyone his line, basically. I know he does it, but we're going to play with this stuff. So this has like coin envelopes, and like, I think these are little kind of journaling booklets, another accordion thing. These are just fillers for a junk journal, and so are these are the files. You know, what you could do is just take these, right, and make these your templates, okay? So let's say, because he's basically given you 3 small and 3 large, and what that does is ensures that your tabs, you have one at the top, one in the middle, one in the bottom. So what you could do is take a pencil, take a pen. You could mark these template. Okay. I'm just going to put it in the middle because I can always cover it up. And just keep these for cutting, and take them, trace around them, cut it out of whatever paper you want, and just keep this whole pack of these as a template. You could even cut it out of other, if you have a pack of inexpensive full, things. You could cut it out of there. Yeah. And then you have a cutting template. So you can have as many folios as you want and different patterns if you have patterned paper, and you could have small and the larger ones. So that might be a really good idea for you if, if you're into that kind of thing. I like cutting templates and things like that, so I think that that would be a really good way to use these. And then you have a handy dandy little place to keep your templates. You'll know what's inside of it. They'll be marked. Yeah, and then you can have endless little tiny little file folders. Okay, so that is the pre-made. Let me know if y'all want to see any of these others opened. I can open this one. Watching quietly from her phone. Have you been caffeinated yet, T? Are you drinking your coffee? So, T, are you joining us tonight? You guys, I'm doing card Yahtzee tonight on Dawne's channel, The Crafty Visage. Oh, these are like little kind of like miniature, kind of like library pockets, coin envelopes. I love the number 3, and obviously Tim does too. These are ones with a circle. Cool, I'll do it with you. And you're working on your coffee. Good girl. All right. Yeah, that's just like an accordion thing that you can tuck in your journal. This could be a journal. This could be an art book. It could be all kinds of things. Okay, so that's what came in this package. Let's move on. So that is the pre-made. There's 4 pre-made packs in this release. Let's get this out of the way. These are made out of glass. He has these display domes in different sizes. These are the minis. I think he has small and large as well. I'd love to get the large ones. I don't have a plan for these. I don't really know, but I'll probably use them sometime. That was kind of the only thing I'm like, meh. That and honestly these, but these are salvaged hearts. It just depends on what kind of maker you are. But I mean, I always love a heart. I just don't know. So it'll be interesting to play with them. I do always get a lot of joy out of playing with these. This is To the Moon and Back. Lucky is a state of mind. To live will be an awfully big adventure. I love that. Life itself is the most wonderful fairy tale. Yeah. So, typed tags. Just get some of this metal stuff out of the way. These were cool. These, the optic frames. I believe that these do not have the acetate. Right, these don't. No acetate, which is fine. You can add acetate if you want. So those are cool. These little ditties right here, this is a mini stencil chip. Now these are not made to be stencils, like running ink through it kind of stencils. These are made to look like old stencils, and you basically like collage with them because they're made out of paper. They look like they're metal, but they're paper. So really cool. I do actually really like these, especially when they're used in a project. So I'm excited about those, and now they're nice and mixed up. So that'll be fun when I'm hunting for my letter or number that I want. I think he's had these in different sizes before too. I've never owned them, so this is my first pack of his stencils. Okay, metal pieces. A sweetheart, saying with a heart, a bird, some sort of flower, and then a wreath. These are just fun for the layering things. Okay, and then we've got, now I've always loved these. These are like the screw heads, and he gave 3 different sizes, which is awesome. In the past, they've always been, I think, one size. And so I really like that you get these 3 different sizes. Sometimes projects need those. These are like, to me, they're called figure stands. And I need to see if I can find the first set of figure stands he did, because this is figure stands 2. But these just kind of do that. Okay. I think it would be fun to make a crafty game with these. And these would be the charms that you move around the board with. I think that would be so much fun. So someone could be the clover. Someone could be the trophy. And someone could be the dog. I always used to pick the dog. The dog or the car. Anyways, I could totally see myself making a crafty game with these of some sort. And these would be the little charms that you move around the board with. Yeah, I'm never going to get those back in there. At least not during a live. So we're just going to do this. Toss that over there. Put these in here. And I'll deal with those later. Oh, then you're going to love, Clint, I saw a sneak peek of the Halloween stuff. You're going to love it. Don't miss it. Don't miss it. You're going to love it. Lots of cool people are in it. I even saw that Sweet Pea Curiosities, Nate and Moon, I think, is hosting it. So, yeah. Hey, Miss Rebecca. Good morning, sweetie. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Janine, hello, hello. Oh, that would be cool, Vicky. Vicky's saying that the hearts would be good. And a flower or something. You know what I was actually thinking about doing was collaging on them. Like getting little pictures, print them on like thin paper and collage on them, or use like rice paper gel prints. He also has some transparency kind of stuff in here. So I think that would be cool. I just had to open those because I might need to swatch those. Let's look some more. Okay, let me tell you the one that just cracks me up. Y'all already know we make this here on my channel all the time. But he made the aged sellotape. So this is like the stuff that you always see me making and using. Well, Tim made some too. He had to get in on it. So here it is. It's fun because it's different sizes. There's thick, little thin strips, and I guess more average strips. There's 2 of each sheet. So 6 sheets in all. And honestly, I will probably use, once I use this up, which the thing is I don't have any hoarding tendencies with this because I can make my own. But I'm excited because I'm going to save these sheets and make my tape on those sheets. I mean, because right now I just use these. I cut these, I took a silicone mat and just cut it into small little squares, and this is what I make my sellotape, my vintage aged sellotape on. But yeah, so there's some of this in the collection, which I thought, again, I thought this was just like so quintessential, this release, junk journaling. And granted, again, some of these things aren't new, but some are. Like this is new. He hasn't done this before. But things like the people, the photo booth, these aren't new. I mean, they're new people, but not a new item. This collage paper is smaller than normal, which I like, and it's in sheets instead of rolls. And I like that, and it looks like it's a mixture of the ones that he sold in the rolls before. So this looks like basically, this is, if you have never taken the plunge and gotten his rolls of paper before, these two packs seem to cover them well. Because he had one that has the photographs, he had one that has like type and font, and then he had flowers and birds. So this reminds me a lot of designs that are out there, but maybe the sheets are more appealing to you. But yeah, I could see using these sheets and collaging onto these hearts. Could totally see doing that. Oh, Halloween banners. Fun. I meant to make a graduation banner for our party, but we just ran out of time. I was supposed to have 5 days off. My 5 days off went to 0 days off. I was going to be off the 23rd through yesterday, and instead I worked every single day last week and didn't get one off. So some things for the party had to not happen, like the banner. So he has a sticker book of stamps. I think this is really cool for people who maybe are just, like I said, getting started. Maybe you don't have stamps, you know, and they come in a rainbow. So I like that, you know, a rainbow of colors. They're organized by the rainbow. Also really like that. And yeah, you get plenty of them. This would be enough stamps to hold you over for quite some time, I would think. So I actually have a collection of stamps. My collection of stamps has grown to an absurd amount. This is what my collection of stamps is looking like right now. I need to go in and make it more lovely. But yeah, I happen to have a few stamps on hand. But I think this is really good. Oh, and look at these. These are not stamped, so you could design your own. You get 144, I thought I saw 288 stamps. That is all the collection you need for quite some time, I would think. Let's look at some other things here. This reminds me of junk journaling so much. All you have to do to make this, it would be simple and easy, is make a master board, cut it into squares, die cut out the circle or the square, and then sew around it. That's how I would do this if I was making these myself. But maybe you don't sew on paper. Maybe you don't have a die cutting machine. Then these are a great option. You get 4 large, 2 circle, 2, it's not square, it's got a little arch up here. It's also not square because it's a rectangle, but whatever. So you get 2 of those in the large, you get 2 circles in the medium, that's what we're calling it anyways, and the arched rectangle, and then you get 4 squares with a circle cut out. So these are great if you don't have a sewing machine, you don't sew. If you have a sewing machine and you have scraps, and even if you don't have a sewing machine and you have scraps, even if you don't have a die cutting machine, you could make these, right? Like, you don't have to have the stitching, and you don't actually have to have a die cutting machine because you could just draw a circle and cut it out at the center. But the work is done for you. And sometimes that's what we want. Maybe we need to make something fast. I would come to this and pull one of these if I needed to make something fast. Clint, where do you share your work? Do you share it on Instagram? Do you have a YouTube channel I don't know about? Tell me more. I'd love to know. I haven't seen your work and I want to see it. You might have all the rolls. You're vintage Halloween crazy. I love that. Sala. It's also it's also not square because it's a rectangle. I don't know why, but that just described my life perfectly. Like, it's exactly like this, but not even close. Yeah, I know. You have a YouTube. Awesome. Very cool. I'm gonna try to find you real quick. Halloween. Let's see. Vintage Halloween Designs by Clint. Right there. I'm gonna subscribe. And then I'll also, if my internet wants to, hopefully I haven't lost y'all. Okay. My internet is moving so slow. Okay, I just subscribed. And then I will share a link. Salah's probably already beat me to it. Okay, let me come back over here. Yep, Salah beat me to it. Hey, Kimmy girl. Oh my goodness. Okay. These are fun. These are actually really fun. I really like these, and I think I'll use them quite a bit. I was actually really excited when I saw these. So these are called Layer. This is a part of his layers, and this is Photo Studio. This is so cool because it has the backs, you know, so that you can make carte de visite and like the old-timey photos, and these all have the backs. I just love that. I think it's so cool. I kind of want to go through and marry these together. Otherwise, I may never do it. But see, there's a front and a back to each one. And I just love that. I feel like this should be easier. Okay, if these go together, check. I don't know, kind of, sure, and maybe. Okay, so anyways, these are really cool. Again, it looks like we have 2 sizes and lots of them. There are 44 pieces, which works out, what, to 22 back, front and backs completed, right? So that's really cool. I like these. This was exciting for me personally. I do have some printables that do that, but then, you know, I've got to cut them all out and everything. Those are already cut out, ready to go. So for the lazy junk journaling crafter, perfect. Let's look at these photo booth strips. I don't know. I love the color. I feel like that on Tuesdays sometimes. The last 2 weeks, this is how I feel on a Tuesday. Like, really? I'm ready for it to be Thursday already. Yeah. By the end of Tuesday, I'm done with a week, the last 2 weeks. I love her with the star background and the writing. I'm sorry, he's not trustworthy. I don't know what it is. She might not be either. I think she has a past. She's seen some things. Yeah. Really cool. I love that they added color. Love it. She's precious. These are great. These feel like a different time period than the ones in the past. These feel a little more modern to me, and I like it. Cheer up, Mom. It's just a baby. They're easy when they're babies. These are fun. Aw, besties. I never mind a photo booth strip. They're just fun. Oh, I love these with all the color. Yes to color. I mean, yes to black and white, but yes to color. Like, doesn't that look like someone you'd see on Instagram? Some of these feel really modern, which I like that too. I don't want everything to feel like it's from 1911. So I really like these. So those are cool. New photo booths for the collection. This feels frivolous because I have a box of scraps that weighs 75 pounds probably. So this feels really frivolous. But if Tim Holtz can sell you these things, then by golly, keep your scraps. I mean, if you will buy this from Tim Holtz, there is no reason for you to be throwing away paper. I'm just saying. The one thing I get about this is the writing ones, right? Because a lot of times your scraps, if you have it on paper with script, it's going to look like this. You're going to have the words cut off and it's not going to make sense. But to me, if he put out a pack of these that just had like words and stuff on them, that would make a whole lot of sense to me. But if you buy this and you don't keep your scraps, I don't know what to tell you, because these are basically, you just basically bought Tim Holtz scraps, which is fine. Hey, I'm not judging you. Look, I bought them. I spent my money on these. So you know I'm not judgy. I'm just saying these all look like branding strips to me. Granted, they're different sizes. And I think it's cool he added it to the collection. I'm not dogging it. I'm just saying. Strictly handmade. That one, you could make it. Two, you probably have it. It might have gone in the bin yesterday. These are scraps. But again, I really like, these are the pieces that make the most sense to me, is the ones that have the writing, right? So anyways, there's plenty of Tim Holtz scraps. I just imagined us like digging through his trash can being like, I'll take those, Tim. Yeah. So that's that. What are they called? They're called paper strips. Let's call them Timmy scraps. These are Timmy scraps. Look, they're going to make awesome things. That's why I have a box of scraps that weighs 75 pounds, because he sees the potential in your scraps. I see the potential in your scraps. And he's just smart enough to sell them to you. I love that man. He's definitely one of those guys who could sell you some ice. Okay, collage strips. Can you make these? Yes. Is it cool that Tim makes them? Yes. I'm happy to have them. I'm not complaining. Also, there's a lot of companies online who make these. Sweet Pea Curiosities, Dreams, etc. Theirs are very different from one another. These definitely remind me of the Dreams, etc. versions. But yeah, no, they're super cool. I really love these, and I never bought them from Tim before, so this is my first pack. He has done this before. I like the length of these a whole lot. But if you don't want to pay shipping, you have a printer, just know that you can get these in digital form, and then if you really fall in love with something, you can print it 10 times, however many times you want, unlimited times. Love that he has the rainbow going on. We've got purple, we've got yellow, we've got neutral. Ooh, I like this color too. We got birds, people, text, flowers. What's not to love? We've got the Queen of Hearts. This one's really cool. I know why he put that on top. These are great. Blue, green. These are the colors of the rainbow. Red, pink. Don't think that one belongs there. Okay, cool. So, Tim Holtz strips. I like those. I like the size. Let me pull out the journal I made with you guys yesterday. Okay. Da-da-da. Hey, look. Strips. I'm just saying. Okay. Look, these could, like, one of these could just be a belly band on a page easily. It could be a belly band. It could be a tuck. So easily decorate the pages of your journal. I'm sure you can do a lot of other really cool things with them. So we will be making stuff with this stuff. The last thing we're going to do is look at these people, because I think this is what Tim has had going on for a super long time, and a lot of people like it. Timmy's Dumpster Treasures. Come one, come all. You know, if he had a market called Timmy's Dumpster Treasures, it would have to be in a vintage circus tent. I'm just saying. Good morning, Debbie. Hi, Melissa. Ooh, a bookmark. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, Rebecca. Oh my gosh. Sorry, I'm trying to catch up to you guys. I can't do people. All the paintings on my wall are scenery. I get it, Vicky. It took me a long time to warm up to people and like paper dolls and stuff. But I'm there now. And I love these because they're all posers. So they're posing. They're posing so hard, and I love it. So that's really cool. Oh my goodness, I was showing Sparkle Heart the movie The Help last night. Can't help but get enraged and also laugh, and anyways, I thought it was time that she know. So we watched The Help. Okay. I really loved, okay, there were two things that made me go cuckoo for this, and why I have 2 packs. Only 1 pack came in the bundle. I bought a second pack. And it was basically 3 things. These people are posing. Oh, the circus guy. Oh, he's being recycled in a smaller size. Tim must love him too. Let's see. Yeah. This guy. I call him the circus guy because he was the circus guy in my vintage card stories that I did with the Tim Holtz portraits. Looky there. Look familiar? No, he's not going to go in there. But yeah, that's the same dude, which is cool and fine with me. Yeah, so I did a Tim Holtz. If y'all didn't see, it was like a whole series I did last year with the Tim Holtz portraits. This one was really cool. This is like a dome. I did this domed card. You know the domed art? I don't know what time period. I want to say it was like the 30s or something. And they made home decor with domed glass and soft, well, probably because it's so old, but the colors were always so soft. So I mimicked that really old art and made this card. And there's my Tim Holtz portrait. She's a baker. This was a really cool set that I want to play with again from Tsunami Rose. It was, she had a bakery junk journal kit. So we had the circus, we had the baker with the domed. Then we had this one, which is kind of a tearjerker for me because I made this one and I was kind of thinking of my husband's aunt. Well, actually his grandmother, and but it also made me think of his mom and her 2 sisters, and one of them passed soon after I made this card unexpectedly, and she was a writer and a singer, and so that one's kind of like a tearjerker. And then I have this one with this guy. He's a marine biologist, an aspiring marine biologist. So yeah, I like playing with the people, because I like stories. Let me get those back. Anyways, the rabbit hole, the circus guy took me down a rabbit hole. You got to watch those rabbits. So yeah, I bought it for the posing people. We can put them to the side. But he put cars in here. My dad was a car guy. He's gone. He's in heaven, but I was raised by cars, like literally by car, standing by a car. So the fact that he put cars in, I was sold, and there weren't enough cars for me, so I had to buy 2 packs and houses. But yeah, my dad used to rescue like old amazing like Model Ts and all kinds of cars and then fix them up, and he was amazing at it, and that was his passion. He would work and remodel cars every day of the week. It's just what he did. So when I saw Tim Holtz cars, I jumped on it, and I also liked the houses. This is very different. He's never done cars or houses before. I would take a pack of just buildings. I wish Tim would do like all different types of buildings. I think that would be so cool. And different cars. These are all the same model, just different sizes. Slightly different color variations. But yeah, this is why I was like, I was scoping it pretty hard, and I was like, okay, there's just going to be this many cars and houses. I'm going to need 2 packs. So will I ever use them all? I don't know, but I've got them, and I'm excited about it. And this little circus right here will be fun to flip through and go through. So that is everything from the Tim Holtz ideology. We just unboxed it together. I do kind of want to make something, you know, that's what happens when you handle all of this goodness. I just want to kind of make something. So I'm going to make one thing, and I'm going to scoot on out of here. We'll play with this and this. We can use these because those aren't precious to me. So, you know, that's a good thing. That's a good feeling. Let's pick some people out. They're going to have to be standing with something. You know what else I could take from Tim? I could take a pack of animals. I wish Tim would do animals. Not just dogs and cats, but please give us plenty of dogs and cats. But we could use tigers, jaguars, elephants, polar bears. Come on, Tim. We need animals. We need animals and a pack of paper dolls that's all different kinds of buildings, please. He will never see this, but I may have to put a plea onto Instagram. Let's find someone to fit on this. We're going to need a little person. They almost work, but they're not quite tiny enough. What is she wrangling? You know what she's wrangling? I think we just figured this out, and we might need a bigger background layer. This one's going to be fun, you guys. Let me just find... I don't know, maybe we'll do green. I kind of like the green. Okay, so that's our background. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna do something inspired by my childhood. Here we go. This is gonna be a whole lot of fun. We're gonna use one of these cars. That's why I bought 2 packs, so I would use them. Okay. She might have to go behind the car. None of this is to scale. Don't let that bother you. Okay. Where's my dad? Let's find one. I saw a tall, really tall, skinny guy. My dad, you wouldn't know it from looking at me. My dad was 6'4" and 178 pounds, like his whole life. He was just tall and slender. I mean, he was strong, but I saw a tall, skinny guy. He looked kind of unruly too. Where is he? Which was my dad. He had his own way about him. This guy's pretty tall. I thought there was somebody who was wiry and wild. Where is he? I'm gonna look for him. I'm gonna do another pass through real quick, because there was somebody who... Okay, I need my backup. I guess he's... I don't know if he's my backup. He never had facial hair. I kind of want a clean faced... I thought I saw him in here. No, 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 no. None of these will do. Is he? No. All right. Well, he's gonna... It's just inspired by... I guess I'm just tripping, and he was never, I guess he wasn't in there, but I thought he was. Okay. Well, guess what? I want her to be wrangling him like in a chokehold. My dad used to buy cars without telling my mom. And she'd come home and there'd be a new car in the driveway, and he'd be like, she'd be like, "What is this? I couldn't pass it up. It was a really good deal." Let me move y'all in closer. And see how her face is? She's like not having it. Yeah, that was my mom. Oh, so she's wrestling him over the new car that he bought, the new old car, and that was such my dad. But then he would take it and fix it up and make a lot of money off of it. So he knew that eventually it would be okay, but he was going to have to get, she might get him in a headlock first. So let's use up some of these stamps, and let's use up some of this tape. I like the red. Red was my dad's favorite color. He used to say, any color looks good as long as it's red. Something like that. Any car looks good as long as it's red. That was his jam. So yeah, she's just taking him down to the ground over this situation. And we are going to put some red postage. We can also, I wish there was a 1-cent stamp. I'm going to look. We need a penny. Oh, there's one. You know, we need a penny stamp. Okay, so that's probably going to go there. Let me get some of these collage strips out real quick. We'll slap one of these back there. The evening sun descending. Yeah. On summer evenings. I like that too. There's me and my dog. That green is nice. Kind of blends with the backgrounds. I mean, with the frame. What's complementary green? I can't remember. Oh gosh, this thing is overwhelming. Complementary green. Yeah, oh yeah, red and green, duh. Christmas, that's right. Well, we're gonna have a red stamp. So yeah, I might stick to the green. Maybe that's why I'm liking the green. It all goes back to complementary colors. Okay. Orange and blue, red and green, purple and yellow. Right, complementary. Okay, let's do this. This isn't wide enough for the whole scene, which is fine. It's just fine. And I am thinking about putting the car over the whole thing. Then she's wrangling him. She's going to take him down right over here. Fella, you better get it together. All right, and then we'll have the penny stamp behind her. Ooh, I like that. Let's commit to that. Okay. We're gonna do it. Hey Flo, how's it going? Hi Gloria. I'm just playing with my new toys. I'm playing with my new Tim Holtz, my Timmy toys. I think that's about right. Yeah, that's good. That'll work. I'm going to distress a little bit in these top corners. Yeah, I was a sucker. I went for the whole thing and got the release, the Ideology release, and just unboxed it. So y'all might, if you're interested in it. If you do not need to be enabled, do not watch it. Just hang out here with me while I craft a scene from my childhood. Okay. My mom arm wrestling or not even arm wrestling, right? She's got him by the jugular. He's going down for buying a new car without asking her. Okay. That's what's going on here. We need a, like, for sale sign. Dawn, we're playing Yahtzee tonight, right? And is it 7 Eastern? I think it is. I think it's 7 Eastern. I never plan our meals around here, like very rarely, but last night I did go ahead and plan what we were having for dinner tonight so I can have it done and people can be fed and I can be crafting. I'm so glad it's summer. It's really hard for me to do any kind of weeknight stuff during the school year, but because it's summer, I can do it. If you guys didn't know, I try not to let my crafting interrupt with family time whatsoever. I mean, an hour or two here or there a week is fine, but otherwise, I shut it down like she's shutting him down. Because my babies will only be babies so much longer. Okay, and the car is going to go right here. Oh my gosh, I love this so much. I know, because it's me and my life, but still, I'm sure you guys can relate. It's kind of fun to capture. It wasn't fun back then when Dad would buy a car without telling my mom, but it's fun now to capture it on paper. We can laugh about it now. She would laugh about it now. We just sold, my dad passed in 2018 and we just sold his truck last week. We held on to that for so long and I cried. I didn't want to sell his truck, but it is just a physical thing. And what I really didn't want, I wanted my mom to, she needed it. She had to buy a new AC unit for her home, which is over $10,000. So that truck helped a lot. But yeah, it was hard to let go. But it's just fun, you know, to these things, these memories that we're making, you know, and that's why I don't let crafty time interrupt my family time, because it's important to be together and make memories. We were talking about this in Dawn's live yesterday. You know, we love our crafty friends here on the internet, and we love our craft and our hobby. But I was telling her and people in the chat that this is number 4 priority-wise in my life. So I have to keep my hobby in check. So that's why I wake up and I do lives at 5 a.m. because no one else is awake. And so I'm not cutting into my family time. And then on the weekends, I craft, but only for a couple of hours. So anyways, this makes me so happy. I know it's one of those things where it's like my story, but maybe that's a way you could use these little people. And I think it's kind of fun that it's not actually my parents. You know, they probably wouldn't be too flattered if I went and cut out their pictures and made it look like they were arm wrestling over a car, or that she was getting them in a chokehold because of a car. But it's hilarious to me later. So this is the thing. This is what we made. Let's use some of this tape. I said we would. We got to use a few products. We used the layers, we used the collage strips, we used the paper dolls, we used the stamp. Let's use some of this tape. And tape these things. Just a little strip from the front to the back. Like so. Okay. Right? Oh, thanks, Dawn. Hi, Jackie. Oh, I'm so glad you enjoyed it. Gloria, get your coffee, girl. Gotta get caffeinated. Oh, cool. Art Yahtzee. Yeah, Melissa, come join us tonight. It's going to be card Yahtzee, though. So Dawn does art Yahtzee, and she does card Yahtzee. I'm doing card Yahtzee. I want to do art Yahtzee with her sometime, too. But I'm kind of excited to start with the cards. So you guys are going to have to come check us out. Dawn, will you link to your channel? Or if you... Actually, I know your video's up because I set a reminder for it. If you want to put a link in the comments to the video for tonight, that would be awesome. That way they can go over, you can set a reminder, you guys, and come hang out with us. This is a treasure. I love this. Let's make a pocket in my journal. It's going in. It might actually be... Is this going to be a prayer journal? I don't know. I don't know. This is my journal. That's all I know. And I was just thinking, it's kind of hilarious to have it right there on the cover. This is the big... We made this journal start to finish yesterday. I woke up this morning and I was like, can we do 30 journals in 30 days? I mean, I can make a journal in an hour or two. We made this in 2 hours yesterday. I was like, that might be a fun series, but I don't know. I don't want to drive myself crazy. Not all the journals would be the same. I don't know. It's kind of interesting. Should we do 30 journals in 30 days? I might not get a summer vacation, so it's not like I'll have a vacation interrupting it. We'll see. We'll see. Hey, Girl Gone Glitter. Love your name. You're Suzanne. Welcome, welcome. So glad you're here. New subby. Yay. Thank you. I'm glad you like the videos. A memory journal for sure. Yeah. Yeah. I like this on the cover. It's humor. I love laughing, and it's just humorous to me. So I'm going to save this. I'm going to tuck it in. This journal doesn't have any pockets yet. It needs some pockets. I was going to say, I'm just going to tuck it in here. It just barely makes it on the page. I think it's going to have to be on the cover somewhere. You know what's sad is in the scenario nowadays in my marriage, that's me. My husband doesn't care, seemingly, but that's me with art supplies. So now I just need one of these for myself and my hubby down here, and it would be me with paint brushes and tubes of paint and paper. I have reflected on that before. But yeah, anyways, this will go somewhere. I'm going to keep it. It's precious to me. Childhood memories. I'll just tuck that in there for now. I hope you enjoyed this video, you guys. Yeah, we got to go back down memory lane and see these as well. It's kind of fun to pull those back out again. I did make one for craft roulette too. This was kind of fun. I don't remember the parameters. I don't remember the week, but it was just kind of a really cool card. I was imagining that he was a chess player, this guy at the university there. I think we had to use book pages and I don't remember what else, but yeah, this was a real mixed media mess. Okay, one of my best friends, this is a Christmas card she sent me years ago, and it's just one of my favorite cards of all time. That's her. She cut out her face and glued it. Oh, does she have a year? We don't have a year. I wish I had a year on it. This is probably like, I don't know. I think this was about 2018. And I still have this Christmas card out in my room, in my craft room, and it always makes me laugh. I love to laugh, you guys. Okay, so we got to look at old cards that I made last year with Tim Holtz people. We got to see all of the ideology release. We got to make something. So yeah, I wanted to get this out. I had not unboxed this. I saved it for you guys to do with you guys. And now I get to put some things away. But I actually think what I'll do is get like a clear container and put this stuff in the container. These are like little pieces that came out of the car windows. I'm going to put those back in here because I kind of want to turn one of these into a clown car. Let's pull out another car. See why I had to have 2 packs? I'm just saying. Let's get a big one. Let's get one of the big cars. I think this is the biggest. Put those windows back in there. Let's get a house too. Let's just make a little scene here. It's not going to be a piece of art or anything, but yeah, I kind of want to make a clown car for just for fun. I don't love clowns though. My mom bought me this dress and it was so cute, like on the website, and it was so cute. We need people. I just think it would be really fun to just have people hanging out in all these like windows and places. Yeah, so it was really cute on the website. It fit well, but every time I put that dress on, I haven't taken the tags off. I feel like a clown. She's like, why don't you wear that new dress I got you? And I was like, because I feel like I'm going to clown school every time I put it on. And she was like, clown school? And I'm like, I know. Yes, clown school. Anyways, I think it would be kind of fun to do people all around a car. She's supposed to be in the window. I don't know. I think that would be pretty fun. So yeah, I've got ideas for these. I'm excited about these. We could make it work. All right, so card Yahtzee tonight. It will be me and Dawne and maybe Lala and T. I'm not sure who else. Janine, I'm not sure who she has in the lineup, but it's going to be fun. Card Yahtzee on Dawn's channel. I'm going to have a few more lives this week. Next week is all recorded videos. Nobody wake up for an early live with me next week because I won't be here. So don't do it. Sleep in. Okay. That's that. That is the release. The whole kit and caboodle. I thought it was perfect for junk journalers. So maybe there's one product that you're interested in. Maybe you're interested in more. Maybe you're good. You don't need any of it. I understand. Hi, Yvette. How you doing? So that's that, y'all. That is that. And then, of course, already I'm having fun and I'm in love with this. So thanks for hanging out with me, you guys. I'm going to go work, work, work. Work, work, work. Oh, good. Yeah, send it to me, Sala. I have some ideas for it already. So that would be good. You need a card journal, Melissa. Melissa, have you seen the journals I've made for holding cards before? I don't. I have my Uvalde one put away, but on my channel, I've made a couple of variations of journals that hold cards. And I have one that held like 100 A2 cards. It was for all of the cards that I got during the Uvalde card drive. I wanted to make a keepsake box for them. So yeah, I have that on my channel, but I made another one too. Like that one just had to be really large, but I have other journals too where I've held cards. I don't think I have either one of them on my bookshelf in here right now. I have them put away in a safer place. But yeah, you can do it, Melissa. You can do it. I was trying to think. I even did one with Christmas cards. There's so many ways you can do it. If you want to be able to take your cards in and out, you might consider a flow journal, you know. So take your elastic and make a flow journal so you can take your cards in and out of the journal. If you're not worried about that, you could just stitch your cards in or tab bind them. Or I wish I had my Uvalde one here and I don't. But I made like kind of a box. I made a book, but it had boxes in it. And so it had Velcro and I could unlatch it and pull the cards out and go through all the cards. So that was really, it's on my channel somewhere. Look back like 2 years ago and you'll see it. But yeah, there's different ways to do it. Okay, you guys, I hope that y'all have, oh, your power went out, Melissa. Bummer. I hope y'all have a super awesome day. I will see you again soon. I think we're going to have a few lives. I've got a couple of things coming up. Okay, because it's the first of the month. I always share everything I made, right? So that'll be on the 1st in the Crafty Goals collab. Then on the 2nd will be the sheet load of cards. And then I announced a new series also where I take the sheet load and use the sheet load to decorate a journal page, to decorate a journal cover, to make ephemera. So that is a new series that I'm doing as well. I'll see y'all tonight on Dawne's channel and we'll play some card Yahtzee. Who knows what we're gonna make? Nobody knows. It's a roll of the dice. So that's what I have coming up next week. A bunch of pre-recorded videos and who knows what else. I don't know. So we'll just be having lots of crafty fun. Love you guys so much. Thanks for hanging out with me and I'll see you next time. Bye.